Hi, kindergarten. Yesterday, we were reading this book, Flashlight. Do you remember that? So today, we're going to finish reading this book. And if you remember, what was special about this book? I remember that this book doesn't have any words. Do you remember how yesterday we went through the book and we stretched the sounds that we heard and we wrote labels for some of the pictures in this story? And then I marked where we stopped because guess what we're going to do today? We are going to finish labeling the pictures in the story, just like our author wanted to show us. We are now going to write about it, okay? So this story again is called Flashlight. It is by Lizzie Boyd. She is the author and she's also the illustrator because she drew the pictures. Boys and girls, you are authors and you are illustrators too because you draw stories to go with your pictures and you also write words to go with your pictures. So that makes you an author and you're also an illustrator. Did you know that? That's pretty special. Today, when we're stretching our sounds, we're going to remember that it's okay to make mistakes. We're not going to get every sound right. First of all, we don't know all the sounds yet in kindergarten, but we know enough that we can start trying. And when we try, we make mistakes because we're trying, we know that at least we're doing our best. Mistakes are proof that you're trying your best. And as always, we're going to persevere because authors and students never, ever, ever give up. We always want to keep going, even when it gets hard. And it does get hard sometimes, boys and girls. So I'm going to flip you around and we're going to take another look at this story. We're going to finish up labeling this story. So yesterday I took a Post-it note and I noted where we stopped. I just want to grab my other Post-its. So we're going to open to this fresh page. And remember, the story is showing us this little boy, and he's shining his flashlight on things. And our job as a reader is to figure out what he's trying to show us. So friends, if we take a look, we can see here's some trees up here. And so down here, what do you think those are? Are those leaves? I think they are. They could also be branches. You could say branches or leaves. We're going to say that they are leaves. So friends, let's stretch this together. Let's pretend we have that rubber band in our hand. We're going to pull it apart every time we hear a sound. Ooh. What letter is ooh? L. Very good. Ooh. Eaves. Well, I hear a letter. I hear the letter E. So if I hear it, I'm certainly going to write it. Ooh, E, V. V is V. Ooh, E, V, Z. Ooh, E, V, Z. Leaves. I hear a letter Z. Do you hear a letter Z? So I think that's how I'm going to label leaves. All right, friends, good job. Let's keep going. Look at this picture. Where he's at a pond. He shines his light on a what? That's a fish. Good job. Friends, we know the sound. We learned that in our small group. Is fish. It's F. Is F. Like the itch. I don't know if you've learned this, but it is I. Very good. Now, friends, the next sound is really hard. Shh. We haven't learned that yet in kindergarten, and if you don't know, that's okay. But so if you don't know, you can draw a line. Fish, shh. Or maybe you can hear that there's a little bit of an S sound in there. So maybe you'll want to write an S. Maybe you'll want to draw a line. It's really up to you. You're the author. You get to write the sounds that you hear. All right, let's turn the page. Oh my, this one's a long one. He's way back here, friends. Way back here. And he's shining that light all the way onto him. Who's that? That's a fox. Very good. So we're going to take our Post-it note and we're going to label the fox. That's the letter F. Good. Ah. I don't know that. I'm going to draw a line. Fox. X. Good job. Fox. We're going to do one more and then we're going to stop because I don't want to take up all of our time doing this. What are these, boys and girls? You can see up here, here's a tree and there's some deer. And then what's falling out of the tree? It's actually something that's in season right about now. What are those things, boys and girls? You can go to Brown's and get them or another farmer's market and get them. Those are apples. Good job. We're going to stretch that word. Is A. Good. P. Good. L. Apples. Apples. I hear an S. Very good. All right, friends. Do you see how we stretched those sounds that we heard? Now, we do have more pages to do, but because of time, we're going to stop there. But friends, look at all the words we stretched. Look at that. You did that with me. Look at all those words we made. Good job. All right, so I'm going to flip you back around. Hello again. All right, so today, friends, you're going to grab your journals, okay? And obviously, you're going to need a pencil and something to space with, like a craft stick or another pencil or a marker, something to put spaces between your words. And then something to draw with. So a box of crayons or markers or colored pencils, whatever you like. Today, I am going to write about, actually, you know what? I'm going to write about something that just happened not that long ago. My dog hurt her leg and she's hobbling and limping around. We took her to the vet. She's okay. She just needs to rest. But she hurt her leg and she's kind of hopping on 3 legs a little bit. Every once in a while, she puts her other leg down. But so she's hurt. So I'm going to write about my dog, Leia, and how she hurt her leg. So I'm going to draw. Remember, when we draw, now that we are getting more and more into writing our letters, writing our words, we're going to draw a little less and spend more time on our writing. So I'm going to pause my video. You're going to keep watching. I'm going to come back. And when I come back, I'm going to already have my drawing finished, okay? So I'm going to pause this, but you keep going. I'll be right back. I'm back, and I drew a picture of my dog. She kind of looks a little bit like a bunny rabbit, but we're going to say that she's my dog, Leia. And so I drew a picture of Leia holding her leg up because she holds her leg up. She doesn't like to put weight on it right now. And her name is Leia. So I heard L, and then I heard the at the end, Leia. Not quite sure how we write the A sound yet, and that's okay. So I would write lay for L for the lay and for the end, okay? And I know that that's Leia, and I tried my best. So now I'm going to write how my dog Leia hurt her leg. And I'm going to just try my best, and if I make a mistake, that's okay. And if it gets hard, if things get hard for me, I'm going to persevere, okay? I'm not going to give up. So I'm going to have my pencil and I am ready to write. Oh, no, I'm not. I need my spacer. I'm going to use my eraser as my spacer because I'm on my whiteboard and it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to back you up a smidge so you can see. All right, I have my picture. I have my label. I'm ready to go. Actually, I forgot to tell you. The first thing we do is always the same. Actually, it's the second thing, but oh The first thing we do is always the same. We pick up our pencil and we write our name. So Mrs. Lenhart forgot to write her name. Go ahead and write your name in your journal on the side with the lines, please. Okay. And we are also going to write the date. And I have to just quickly double check what the date is today, because I'm not sure. Oh, it's the 2nd. It's October 2nd, friends. So it changed to October. If September was month 9, what do you think October's number would be? What comes after 9? 8, 9, 10. Very good. So we're going to write a 10 for October. Come right down and then make a 0. We're going to do our slash. Today is the 2nd. So we're going to curve around and slide to the right. And the year is 2020. So a 20 is a 2 and a 0. So we're going to curve around and slide to the right and make a 0. I think we forgot to do this yesterday. So if you want to go back and do yesterday and do your name and yesterday's date, yesterday would have been the 1st. Okay, friends. Now back to what we were doing. We're going to write the sentence, my dog Leia hurt her leg. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first word, my, and I'm going to make sure that I use a capital letter because it's the beginning of a sentence. My is our red word, so we should know it. M-Y, and there's a little song that we can sing. You can spell my if you try, M-Y, M-Y, first an M and then a Y, oh my. All right, so my, and then we're going to use our spacer, dog, d. I'm going to stretch this and write the sounds I hear. D is a D, and I want to make sure when I write my D that it's the right way, okay? Og. Ah, well, I know ah is O, and I know g is G. My dog, Leia. Well, I know from my picture, that's how I'm going to try my best to spell Leia. It might not be how a grown-up spells it, but we're not grown-ups. We're kindergarten, so we can just try our best. My dog, Leia, hurt is an H. I hear an R. Hurt. I hear a T. My dog Leia hurt her. Oh, I'm out of room, so I'm going to come down here. Her. That's an H. Is an R. My dog Leia hurt her leg. Oh, we need a space. L is L. Egg. G. Well, I'm not quite sure what egg would be, but I do hear a G at the end. Do you hear the G? Egg. G. So I hear that G. I'm going to write the G. Okay. It might not be all the letters that are in the word leg, but in kindergarten, that might be all the sounds we know, and that's okay. And then I'm done. So when you're done, we're going to put a period at the end. And then we're going to read our sentence. My dog Leia hurt her leg. Friends, look what we did. We wrote some pretty big words, didn't we? Did we persevere? We sure did. I'm sure we made some mistakes, but is that okay? It sure is, because we are learning and we are trying. So today, friends, I want you to write in your journal about anything you want today. Today's Friday, so let's have some fun. I wrote about my dog and what happened to my dog. Maybe you can write about whatever you want to write about. Maybe you're doing something fun this weekend. Maybe you did something fun this past week. Write about whatever you want. All right, friends? And then make sure you have a picture, but not too much time on your picture, your name and your date, your sentence, and that's all. All right, friends, remember to persevere when it gets hard. And if you make a mistake, that's okay. All right, friends, today is Friday, so you will also be uploading your journal or having a grown-up help you upload your journal. You're basically going to take a picture with your Chromebook and upload it into Lincoln Learning. And I am so excited to see your journal entries, and so is Mrs. Hartman, and so is Mrs. Black. We cannot wait to read your best journal entry from this week. All right, friends, have a great weekend.